Tarzan's greatest adventure, the Emerald Enclave. One day, Tarzan found an old satchel floating down the river. Inside, he discovered an ancient map with intricate drawings and symbols that suggested a route into uncharted territory. Tarzan showed the map to Jane, and they realized it might lead to the legendary Emerald Enclave, a hidden paradise filled with wonders and guarded by ancient spirits. Tarzan, Jane, Terk, and Tantor decided to embark on a journey to find this mystical place. Setting off early the next morning, they navigated through dense jungles, crossed raging rivers, and climbed steep mountains. They faced various challenges along the way. A pride of lions blocked their path, but Tarzan, with his unique ability to communicate with animals, managed to calm the lions and earn their respect, allowing the group to pass safely. Later, they encountered a narrow, unstable bridge over a deep ravine. Tarzan's agility and Jane's courage helped them cross safely, with Terk and Tantor following carefully behind. After days of arduous travel, they reached the entrance to the Emerald Enclave. It was a massive archway made of green stone, adorned with carvings of exotic creatures and plants. As they passed through the archway, they entered a breathtaking world. Towering trees with vibrant green leaves reached towards the sky, their branches heavy with fruits of every color. Crystal-clear rivers meandered through the landscape, teeming with fish that sparkled like jewels. Birds with iridescent feathers flitted through the air, filling it with their melodious songs. In the heart of this paradise stood an ancient city. The buildings were crafted from green marble and adorned with precious stones that glimmered in the sunlight. The architecture seamlessly blended with the natural surroundings, creating a harmonious and peaceful environment. As they explored the city, they were met by the guardians of the Enclave. These descendants of the original inhabitants lived in harmony with nature for generations. The guardians welcomed Tarzan and his companions with cautious hospitality, recognizing in Tarzan a kindred spirit who respected the jungle and its inhabitants. The guardians shared their knowledge with Tarzan and Jane, showing them the wonders of their world. They introduced them to plants with incredible healing properties, animals with extraordinary abilities, and artifacts that told the rich history of their ancestors. Among these treasures was the heart of the jungle, a radiant emerald believed to hold the power to communicate with the spirit of the forest. One of the guardians, a wise elder named Alandra, explained that only those deemed worthy by the forest could wield the heart of the jungle. Tarzan, known for his deep connection to the wild, was chosen to undertake a test to prove his worthiness. He was tasked with retrieving a rare flower that bloomed only in the deepest part of the enclave, a place guarded by fierce creatures and treacherous terrain. Determined to prove himself, Tarzan set off on the quest alone. He ventured through dense undergrowth, navigated narrow cliffs, and crossed perilous rivers. Along the way, he encountered a pack of saber-toothed cats, their eyes gleaming with challenge. Using his instinctive understanding of animals, Tarzan communicated with the cats through soft, reassuring sounds, earning their trust and safe passage. His journey led him to a secluded valley, bathed in an ethereal light that seemed to emanate from the very air itself. In the center of the valley, Tarzan found the rare flower, a stunning blossom of purest white, glowing with an inner light. As he reached for it, the spirit of the jungle appeared before him, a majestic figure made of swirling leaves and light. The spirit tested Tarzan's resolve, probing his mind and heart. It sought to understand his true intentions and his respect for the natural world. Satisfied with Tarzan's purity of spirit and his deep bond with the jungle, the spirit granted him the flower and its blessings. Returning to the ancient city with the flower, Tarzan was greeted with great joy and reverence. The guardians, seeing his success and the forest's approval, entrusted him with the heart of the jungle. This powerful gem allowed Tarzan to communicate directly with the spirit of the forest, deepening his connection to the wild. Jane, too, was honored with a gift, a rare book containing the history and wisdom of the guardians. This treasure trove of knowledge would help her in her studies and efforts to preserve the jungle's secrets. Terk and Tantor received tokens of appreciation, symbolizing their friendship and loyalty. As they prepared to leave, Alandra warned them of a great danger looming over the Enclave. An ancient prophecy foretold that the Enclave's peace would be threatened by a force of darkness unless a hero protected it. With the heart of the jungle, Tarzan was now the Enclave's chosen protector. The gravity of his new responsibility weighed on him, but he accepted it with a firm resolve. On their way back home, a sudden darkness fell over the forest. The ground trembled, and a deafening roar echoed through the trees. Out of the shadows emerged a gigantic, fearsome creature, a beast born of the jungle's deepest fears. Its eyes glowed with malice, and its roar sent shivers down their spines. Realizing the prophecy was coming true, Tarzan sprang into action. He called upon the power of the heart of the jungle. The emerald began to glow brightly, filling Tarzan with a surge of energy and courage. The spirit of the forest whispered guidance into his mind, helping him understand how to confront the beast. Tarzan fought valiantly, using his strength, agility, and newfound powers. He swung from tree to tree, dodging the beast's mighty swipes and leading it away from his friends. He lured it to the riverbank, where he used his connection with the jungle to call upon the animals for help. Elephants charged, birds attacked, and even the river itself seemed to rise against the creature. The combined force of nature's fury overwhelmed the beast, and with one final, mighty roar, it collapsed and dissolved into shadows. The jungle fell silent once more. Tarzan, breathing heavily but unharmed, looked at the glowing heart of the jungle. He had protected the Enclave, proving himself worthy of the power he now held. Jane, Terk, and Tantor rushed to his side, their faces filled with relief and admiration. Returning home, they knew their adventure had changed them forever. The bond between them and the jungle was now stronger than ever. Tarzan's heart swelled with pride and responsibility. He and Jane promised to keep the secrets of the Enclave safe and to protect their jungle home from any future threats. Deep in the heart of the forest, the spirit of the jungle watched over them, knowing its secrets were safe with those who truly understood and cherished the wild. The tale of the Emerald Enclave became the greatest story in Tarzan's chronicles, celebrated by all who loved the jungle. It was a story of bravery, magic, and the unbreakable bond between Tarzan and the wild, inspiring generations to come. And every night, as the stars shone brightly over the jungle, Tarzan would look up and remember the adventure that had made him the true king of the jungle.